Hello and welcome on in. It is Monday, and I don't know about you, but my brain is not ready for it to be Monday already. But here we are, Monday decided. I don't care. It's Monday anyway. So hi. Let's see. Let's catch up on chat. Eek was first in chat. Who is this? That is a good question. I don't know. I'll let you know when I figure it out. And then Kak was first in chat today for the 7th time. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much for being here so early. Yofro as well as here petting his Eevee. God, I just realized your likability is up high. It's 229. I forget if we had a ranking for top likability or not, but that is definitely very high. But thank you, and thank you so much for the daily check-ins as well. Shammy, how's it going? What are you sending? If you wanna tell us about it when you're less busy. But thank you so much for tuning in anyway. And hi, Karik. Good evening to you as well. It is good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm actually quite excited today because earlier today, there was an announcement from the asset pack creators that I use. And apparently they've started doing sound packs. So I was actually planning on checking out that today, and now I'm trying to figure out where is the link. They shared the link earlier. There we go. I found it. Because this is probably perfect for my use. And it currently is also on like a launch discount. So it's like 8.70 bucks instead of the usual 30 or 29. Oh, you're sending a Houston mask. Nice. But yeah, God, I believe it's fucking hot. It's cooled down a lot here, thankfully, but man, if it's like still heat wave, and you're in Florida too, so like it's fucking hot. It is very hot. Stay safe, stay hydrated. Right. Is there any way to like pre-listen to it? There is. They have a video on the Oh god, be glad you can't hear this because that's fucking loud. Trying to bring up a retirement statement that you haven't looked at in 20 years. Good luck. I'm guessing you don't really have a lot of those like digitally, or do you? I actually don't know. Because I remember when I moved to Ireland, at least, like, trying to get anything, like, document-wise was such a hassle. Even just getting registered in the country the first time was fucking painful. Because I do remember they wanted a proof of my address so that I could open a bank account. But the thing is, I had just been employed, so I didn't even have, like, an apartment yet. But I needed my bank account so I could start receiving my paychecks and affording rent. And then to get an apartment, I need a bank account. To get a bank account, I need an apartment. It was like, awful. So I remember our employer had to like have a temporary thing where for new arrivals in the country, they were like, use the office address as your temporary address so you can make the bank account. And then as soon as you're able to switch that out with like your actual address when you get a place to live. Alright. Sorry, I saw that I got a message as well that I want to reply to. And I'm seeing so many things. I forgot to update my calendar. It's not the 16th anymore, it's the 17th. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having a good start to the week. I'm a little bit concerned today because, like, I should be trying to make more progress on my game. But my brain is also kind of telling me that I don't know if I'm able to. But we're gonna do our best. I just saw a financial planner last week and I was requesting all this information I never looked up before. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. And then Rose! Hi, I am doing good. I hope you're doing good as well. But actually, yes, perfect. It's funny you asked that because I sat down at work today and I was like, right, I was gonna add a mask to someone, and then I was like, oh no, the note I made for it is at home. And then I was, you know, physically at work, so I didn't have access to said note. But then I opened up my redeem queue, and thankfully, you had been smart. You redeemed a second time with the actual name in there. So I got to sort it out without having access to my actual note. Cause yeah. big flaw in my plan there, which means I can now actually remove that note again. So there we go. Sorted that out. So yeah, it's sorted out, and that's all thanks to you, because otherwise it would not have been done already. But no, they got their mask, so I hope they're happy. But yeah, listening to this pack... Oh, there's a sound slider. Thank God. This is probably exactly what I need. Because it has like 40 different ambiences with like background music, city environments, cafes, various weather, festivals, crowds, construction sites. A lot of these obviously isn't the most... Thank you, Rose. Like, not everything here is gonna be the most useful stuff, but like cafes, probably very much. City environments to a degree maybe as well. There's also sound effects for the animals in there, 50 different ones. And then there's also 30 sounds for the characters. So footsteps, movement, like coughing, sneezing, and other everyday character sound effects. And there's also apparently 200 character voices in there. So anything from conversations, greetings. I'm actually curious. Is there a preview of those? I wonder if they speak like a made-up language or like actually English. Oh, it's actually English. And crying. Beautiful. Hi, Hero. It's going well. I hope you're doing good as well. It's good to see you. Don't mind me, I'm just checking out a sound pack, which you guys wouldn't be able to hear it anyway if I had switched it over, so you would have just been able to see my sound packs. I might as well be on the screen until I'm done. But yeah, there's a bunch of characters, all performed by adult men, adult women, children, and seniors. So that means actual voices, not AI based. I'm buying this. And then yeah, there's various props, interactive object, and environmental sound effects. There's 60 different UI sounds, like interface clicks, notifications, and menu sound effects. And also a bunch of vehicle ones, engines, driving, braking. I probably don't need the vehicle ones, but it's still, this is like a really useful pack. Yeah, from what I can see, no Gen AI has been used in making this pack, which is like, yep. Tempting. I'm gonna add it to my wish list for now. I might just pick it up later. Oh, there's a cash register sound. I just heard it. Perfect. We definitely need that. Oh, and glass breaking. Ooh, some of those UI sounds really nice. Okay, vehicles is less interesting. But yeah, this sounds like a really good pack, and I'm glad, because that's something that I hadn't really gotten far enough to consider yet, is like, what do I do with my game sound? Like, I have a plan for what to do with music, but not like sound effects. And now I don't need to worry about that. Anyways, we should probably try and actually get into Unreal Engine, huh? Alright, let me switch on over. I know, right, Hero? I also added, it reminds me, I actually also added a tag to my streams. Oh shit! Hey. Hey, thanks so much for the 100 biddies! And I am doing well, I hope you are too, it's good to see you. But yeah, what I was just gonna say is that I've added a new tag under my stream, because I've seen a lot of people discuss, like, mostly streamers, but I think it might be good for viewers as well. It's the opted out of Gen AI tag. Because apparently what the whole Gen AI thing does is, like, it also takes chat. So there's been some viewers that have been worried about not being able to go and chat with people without, like, your chat history becoming part of the Amazon LLM. It's not gonna happen here. And I added a tag for it so everyone can be sure. It's not happening here. Yeah, I like it. There's been a few variations I've seen. I've seen some people did Gen AI opt out, but I was a bit too worried about using that one because if people read Gen AI first, maybe they don't stay to finish the rest of it. So I was like, I don't want people to think that I'm pro Gen AI. So I was like, opted out of Gen AI, and that's like the other more famous variant that I've seen. So, pro tip, look for that tag. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so fucked that that's the thing. It's so funny. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but there was this interview with... God, who was it? There was some kind of, like... I think he might have been, like, a Twitch engineer or something? I don't remember. And now I'm also... It's bothering me a bit that I don't remember. But there was some kind of person that was, like, to some degree in charge of, like, the whole implementation of the Gen AI thing. And he was asked on like a Q&A stream, so why did you guys make it opt-in or like opt-out and not opt-in, meaning that you choose to go in? Oh, there we go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Chief Product Officer was his name. But yeah, so when people asked about that, he said if it was opt-in, nobody would opt in. And it's like, yeah, no shit. So maybe don't do it if nobody would opt in. This means it's a terrible idea. No, Twitch gotta do it anyway. And just tries to force it. Which honestly, kind of classic Twitch. Sometimes I wish I could quit this platform. But I also feel like I'm in too deep. Anyways, I'm gonna launch Unreal in case stream starts buffering a little bit. It'll only be for a few minutes or a few seconds. Hopefully not at all, but you never know with this thing. But yeah, I'm glad you know my pain, Higgy. Or, I mean, I'm not. I wish no one had to, but you know. Yeah, if we give everyone an explode yourself right now button instead of pressing it for them, no one would click it. It's like, weird. I think the first time I saw it was someone sharing it on Blue Sky. And God, what was their analogy that they used again? It was like, no one would choose to have like actual shit served to them if it didn't force people or to just have actual shit served to them. And it's like, yep. Yeah, exactly, Shem. Because like I know some people talk about Kick and it's like, I'm not I'd rather quit streaming than going to Kick. This is not happening. There is YouTube though, and I do multi-stream to YouTube, so my thought is that I guess if enough people decide to abandon Twitch and go to YouTube instead, at least I'm there too. And maybe that could potentially be a passage to leaving Twitch, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna give in to Gamba and go to Kick. It's not happening. It's not even just the Gamba shit, it's just how people can be genuinely shit human beings to each other and still be welcome on the platform. You're a small-time commission artist and you already lost clients to Gen AI. Oh, man, that sucks to hear, Hero. I'm sorry. But yeah, I tried to think how much it's impacted people with the confidence to charge more. That is true. Kick is weird since it's hosted on Amazon's backend anyways. It's probably scraped there too. Also true. I just don't like their platform and the kind of culture they cultivate over there. Yeah, exactly. You can go to Kick and commit actual crimes. Great asset to the company. Murder She Wrote, thanks so much for that. Is another 700 bits. Thank you. I'm guessing that means you found the mask in your inventory today? Because I was just talking about it with Rose a few minutes ago. That we did get it sorted out today. Thanks to Rose actually writing them. Because I realized that I abandoned my notes like a fool. So I did not have access to my notes when I was sitting there like, I should add my mask. But then it's like, Twitch account. But Rose got me. So it's sorted. So I hope you found it. Oh my god, Hero. What, also, I think I've heard about Rumble maybe once. I don't actually know what Rumble is. But if it's after... If you don't want to go to Kick, you go to Rumble instead. I feel like that's a pretty shit place to be. But I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Hi, Ribbons. How's it going? I hope you're doing good. Alright, anyways, I'm switching. I thought Kick was the far right. I got banned on Twitch streaming service. Hi, Alfred. Oh no. What do you mean rip vacation? Yeah, let me, where's my radio? There. Music! Because it gets too quiet otherwise. Oh, your first day's back today. Yeah. Godspeed. I've been back for like a week and a half now, and I still feel so fucking tired. Yes, no, thank you. And thank you for stopping by and letting me know and for the biddies. I hope you enjoy it. Wear it with pride. Kicks the gambling addict that beats streaming service. Right. Okay. What do you mean multi seems like a lot of work, Higgy? If you want to, I'll show you my setup. I've made it super fucking easy. Like, it is a bit to set up, but honestly, it's not that bad. And once it's set up, like, when I go live, I just have to remember... Okay, so my setup is maybe a bit more complicated than most, but I press 3 buttons to go live. And 2 of those is YouTube regular and YouTube vertical. So I literally just Twitch, everything happens in 1 button. And I'm just now also realizing that I think, did I accidentally hide? There you go. My vertical, speaking of vertical, it didn't have my screen, so I just had to turn that on. So not a live streaming service, I was kind of co-opted by conservatives. Eesh. Can we get one that is the opposite of that? No, but it's actually not bad, Higgy. And once you know where to look, there's some pretty good free solutions. Hang on, let me find you a link. Actually, maybe I can just show it to you. I'll use this browser. Hang on. Okay, so if you get so this is like the name, item.tv. Let me grab the actual link for the product. So here's the multi-stream one. So literally all you do is that you download this and it's free. You can choose to like give them something through, I think there's like a Patreon or something. I don't remember. You can choose to like donate to them if you want to support their stuff, but you can download it for free. And then this is an OBS plugin. So all you do is make sure OBS is closed, install the plugin, and then when it's back, or then when it's installed, you open OBS back up. And then, oh god, okay, you're going to see something horrible for a second. Bear with me. This is what my OBS looks like. And my chat is broken, so ignore the fact that this is all white. I have a different one that I use as an overlay. But you literally just go into your docs, right here. And here is my multi-stream. You just make sure to enable that. And then you get this little window right here that you have to do some tweaking in the settings. But like, I'm so happy to help you set this up. It's super easy once you know where to go. And then it's just like, this is the sources for your main canvas. If you have a vertical one, you go here. And then you just press, like these 2 buttons are the same. And then you just press this one. You just start streaming, boom. You're now live on both. It is that easy. It's just like the initial setup that is a bit, yeah. But honestly, once you get started, it's not too bad. And if you do vertical streaming as well, it's the same thing, but you go here and you download this one. And then you get the other one on my side where you have like the vertical preview, you have scenes, sources, everything you're used to seeing. And you can link them as well. So when I switch my scene, which is all done through my stream deck, like it auto switches to like the matching one that I've set up for vertical as well. So I don't need to do any extra steps to manage it. It's just the initial setup. And then you're good. And oh god, Alfred. Yeah, it's so funny too, because like I remember when like, you know, people started doing like, god, what was the first thing that happened that wasn't like just games? I guess it's like what you now would call IRL. But I remember that starting to being a thing, and I was like, yeah, I don't mind it. People who would watch that wouldn't watch me anyway. And I still do agree to a degree, but yeah, it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I'm happy to like sit with you because I've done the setup, and honestly, I don't think there's that much that you can really do wrong with it. Because I don't think I really had that many issues with it. My main issue is like the YouTube backend, not gonna lie. But once I figured out how YouTube works, it's chill. Right, just chatting was the first one, wasn't it? Yep, that's what I've done. That's what I've done, Higgy. So literally, hang on, can I show you guys? This is why I don't either remember to mute and unmute. Because I have, here's my start stream button. And inside of this one, it switches to my starting soon scene, just in case I hadn't already done that. Starts my actual stream. And then I have a delay. So after a while of that, because I don't need to record the whole thing, I start also recording. And this is also where I like, just in case you had your mic muted, it's an unmute. And it's not a toggle because then I could accidentally mute myself. And it's the same thing. And this is why I don't need to remember to end my YouTube stream, because all the way at the end here, I click end, and then it has like a little bit of a cooldown here so I can actually, you know, yap and do my outro. And then after that, after a set amount of time, it will stop my stream on YouTube. It will stop my recording. It will turn off the lights in my room. And then a little bit of a delay before it switches back to my default profile, because this is specifically my stream profile. And you can see this is also my game dev shortcuts, which I don't have that many. But you can see this is my usual one where I have like my death counter, and we used to have the achievement wheel. All of these, I fucking love my stream deck, Iggy. It's so good. Also, hi Cindy, I hope you had a good nap. Yeah, I'm trying to see. I think these are the only ones where I don't have. Yeah, this one I don't have any multi stuff on, because this one is just switch scene, because the way my scenes are set up, like I don't need to think about like extra audio sources or anything. But yeah, it's for the start and for the end, it does so many things. And then also if I'm not streaming, I have this button. This is, oh, I'm gonna go stream. All right, let me open OBS, open my streamer bot, open my speaker bot for the jokes, open the Pokemon bot, turn on my lights, and then switch to the correct profiles on both of my stream decks, by the way, because I have the plus as well for audio. So yeah, welcome to a quick overview of my... This is how I don't forget shit when I stream anymore. Yep, that's the main thing, because before it would be like, oh shit, I forgot to open the Pokemon bot, or like, oh shit, we forgot the speaker bot so I don't get my jokes read out, or... Yeah, it was always something. Or forgetting to unmute, which is why I added the mute thingy in the startup stuff. So, you know what, Chami? You should. I get the whole not having time now. Time is definitely a big obstacle, and also sometimes for me it's like the energy. But it would be cool if you did. You debate a streamer, but you don't feel like it'd be entertaining enough to hold an audience plus full-time job. I feel that. The only reason I started was because, I mean, first of all, I started watching Twitch. Because I enjoyed horror games, but I was too scared to play them. So, you know, compromise. I watch other people play them. Easy. But then eventually, I guess I kind of just switched to it, like, you know what? I'm feeling brave. Maybe if I stream, then I will not be alone anymore playing my horror games. People will, you know, even just one person hanging out makes it more bearable, or even just pretending people hanging out and I'm not alone makes it more bearable to play horror games, and that's how it started. That's also a good starting up story, Higgy. I like that. As I can't believe you have not been streaming longer than that. But yeah, for my actual game dev though, what we were working on last time was we were trying to actually make more progress on the whole randomizing thing. And while I haven't actually been able to like do anything about that, I did go into a call with Graham after last stream, and we spent like a few hours on Wednesday last week where he was trying to help me come up with a solution. And we kind of realized that it's not as easy as he first thought it was going to be, but at the same time, we did come up with something that should work. So now is my challenge of trying to replicate that on my side. Like, I could just straight up copy what he gave me, but I want to do that. I want to try and do it kind of on my own, because I'm also wondering, ooh, would this work kind of deal on some of these? So I'm just going to pull up what he sent me as like the, hey, this is what we did in our call recap. There is so much. Okay, so step one, we made data assets to try and hold this. And I actually don't know a whole lot about data assets. So I'm gonna see. Can I pull up? I'm typing with one hand because I have a dog on my lap, which means typo galore. Unreal Engine data assets. Is there like a overview? Something for something not too text heavy, but this will have to do. Okay. An asset that stores data related to a particular system in an instance of its class. If you want data inheritance or more complex hierarchy, we've been communicating data only blueprint classes. Yeah, like I had planned that by now I was gonna like, oh, it's fine. I'll have time to look at like the Payday 3 setup and see how they do data assets and stuff, and I just haven't had time. Alright, oh, so this one actually recommends you to create it in C++ first. Yo, there, speaking of the man. Hi, Graham. Good evening to you as well. My challenge today is to try and look at what we did and see if I can implement it. Because I've not been able to do that yet before now. But hi, Brios. Good to see you as well. Welcome on in. So my step one is reading about data assets. Because I want to make sure that I fully know what they are before I implement one. But this one mentions creating it in C++, not in Blueprint. Yeah, exactly. It makes sense now. Why this one just tells you this right away and doesn't even entertain the thought of, or regardless, or like whether you use this or this. It's just like, no, just make a new C++ class. So I'm debating if I should try that. And then yeah, build your project. And then the editor, right click on content browser and then select. Okay, so this is like where you add it in Blueprint kind of. And then you go in to find the C++ class. Okay. And then you can go into the Blueprint and start doing variable stuff. Sounds from the kitchen. This song sounds familiar. Where is this from? Hang on. I'll use this to open Ray and Wave. This is Wolfenstein, really? I would not have guessed that. I like it. Okay, but yeah, I guess I should try and follow this in and actually make the C++ class first and then do this one with the child of that. Because then I don't have to get the duplicate thing that you ran into. You're jealous? I want to do C++. You want to swap? Oh, shit. You know what? That's true. Game Freak is, I don't know what his Game Freak's doing, actually. But because I'm so used to Game Freak covering my ass, I have forgotten to start bingo. You're right. Let me fix that. General and game dev. I think that's all we usually do. All right, bingo's up. Has anything happened? Yes, we got bits. We have 800 bits so far. So that means call and call. What else might have happened? That might be it. Because wait, do we have puppy cam? We have puppy scam? Yeah, let me just refresh this. I can probably see my own preview because right now I'm not seeing it. Yeah, you're right. That is a puppy scam. It's called a puppy scam. We did have a sound earlier. We had the pet. Have you had any shinies or legendaries? I don't think so. And yeah, you don't see a puppy because puppy is right here, sleeping on my arm right now. Being a little goober. I need more game dev specific events, but I haven't thought of anything.
You're a
oh
super
shit!
puppy!
Oh shit! Well, there's a hype train, apparently, out of nowhere. But Hero, thanks so much for gifting 5 subs to the community. Going to The Entertainment 27, to Graham, to Star, to Gizo94, and to Cindy. Thank you. Thank you, that is very generous of you. And I hope people who got the sub gifts as well appreciate it. Thank you for saying thank you, Graham. Yeah, you got a month of emotes now. Thanks to Hero. And there's also a hype train, which is already level 2. So I think if you complete level 2, there's emotes to get. But it's 900 bits or 2 subs away from completing level 2. I think have they got new emotes? Because I don't think I have these. Anyways, thank you. Hi, Joycey. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good. So god, Shabby, I can imagine. Sanding is rough. Alright, but I think I'm gonna try to do this. So if we start, let's follow this one, creating a data asset. So we'll go to, I'm just gonna put this over here for now. Okay, so to tools, and then new C++ class. Now, all class it, data asset. So I think it's probably this one. It looks like this one. Yeah, example primary. Yeah, it's this one. Now the fun part is, what do we call this thing? Standing is rough. Was that a pun? Maybe. Maybe. I'm glad to hear you're doing alright, Joycey. I'm doing as good as well. It's just I have a terrible case of the Monday brain, so I'll be surprised if I get anything done today, but hey, I'm creating a C++ class right now, so I guess if that can count as anything, woo, we're getting shit done. But the thing is now, what do we call this thing? It's gonna be, I mean, DA, it's gonna hold basically information about spawning customers. Or like customer variables, maybe? DA customer variables? Yo, my god, Punch! It's so good to see you! I hope you're doing good. It's good to see you. Chat, if you're not following Punch Muffin, you're missing out. She does horror games and stuff a lot more than I do. She's what I wishes I could do. Spending a lot more time finding like the cool and obscure shit that I've never heard about and then playing it. Like both good and bad. I love that shit. I'm such a sucker for that stuff. And she does that. So go follow her. God, it's been awful, Punch. I've been so tired. I felt like half of today's workday, I just kind of sat there and like, brain, please. Like I did get stuff done, but it didn't feel like I did. And I'm worried tonight's stream is gonna be much of the same, but I'm gonna try. I cannot type. Customer. Very man, customer data. You know what? I'm just gonna call it customer data. We can always, actually, it's not that easy to change the name later, but doing it. Brain not braining, correct. Correct. Nice, sorry, thank you for saying thank you for the gifted sub. All right, so we now have... Do we also get a header file for this? Yes, okay. We have one here. Right. So I'll move this one over here. Okay. So now I need to add my class data members. I love that it doesn't even tell me where to add that. But it looks like that's header file stuff. Or is it... Oh. Yeah, but I'll reload once I add my stuff. Maybe I should close it now. Yeah, exactly, Graham. This is what it looks like. Or this is what it should look like. Oh wait, do I not need to... Oh, he's doing live coding. I don't need to close Unreal, I think. And here I thought you should always do that whenever you make changes, especially in header files. I didn't start this. It just did it on its own and I'm scared. Because I was just going to look at which option I wanted to click and then it's already doing this. Help. All right, I think it finished. So hype train is over. Thanks so much for the support. Yeah, right? Like, I feel like just pressing... But didn't it already reload? Why doesn't this thing go away? Because press reload to load the updated project from disk. Press reload all after all external change in operation are complete to reload all items from disk. Ignore the changes. Guess I press reload. Oh, maybe not. Nah, it's probably fine. It already did live coding. And I should probably close it and rebuild it anyways after. Okay. You've been trying to play other games when you've been enjoying a bit of Psychopomp. Oh, I've heard about that one, I think. I've heard about that one. Oh no, Kareek, which game are you playing? Also, I feel it though. My weekend this weekend was like just Black Flag, nothing else. Oh yeah, this looks familiar. Fallout 4. Godspeed. I actually played that and I could not get into it. I think I liked like the first like 10 hours or so and then I was like, meh. Then again, I've never been super into Fallout games. There was one that I played that I stopped playing because it got too scary. Back when I couldn't do horror games as well. Hey, okay, hang on. Hang on. Where's my bingo? I have so many windows. Help. I scrolled past it earlier. There. Found it. You got another new player addicted to Payday 2 this weekend. Nice, Iggy. I still need to play with Diesel 3.0, honestly. But then again, I guess downside of now actually playing Payday 3 for my work, like 8 hours per day, I kind of don't want to play more once I get home. Also because then I play on like older versions that don't have the fancy new toys that I get to play with at work. So it's like, not gonna lie, it's been a lot harder to motivate me to play like off work. But yeah, I don't think... Which Fallout did I play? There was one Fallout where you start in like, you know, a regular type of city and then you had to go like underground through like a sewer pretty early on into like a different city. Was that New Vegas or was that something else? There's gonna be at least one Fallout nerd in chat who knows exactly which Fallout I'm thinking about. But that sewer, I was worried about what was down there and I didn't want to go and find out, so I didn't play. Yeah, I don't think I played New Vegas, but I don't remember which Fallout it would have been if it wasn't that. Hi, Radios. It is, it's going slow, but I mean, any progress is good progress, right? But it's good to see you. Maybe it was 3. It could have been 3 as well. You can play with Game Freak now and the other people, I guess. Well, when you put it that way, Shammy. I mean, honestly, I think my main issue these days is I have too many games to play. Far too many games to play. Anyways, Graham, what am I supposed to do with this? I've done this, actually creating it. And it says add your class data members. This kind of looks to me like stuff that goes into a header file. But I don't think I've ever seen the U struct, so I'm a bit concerned. Because the U class and stuff kind of matches like this. But then I'm not sure, do I add this under here? Like here? Or do I just replace what it... I feel like I can replace it, right? It's been a while since you played New Vegas. All this talk of Fallout makes you want to boot up and do another playthrough. Do it. Do it. But yeah, no, definitely. Too many games, not enough time. I feel that. You think that example is wrong? Okay, then I'm not going to do it at all. Where'd it go? Because yeah, looking at it, I can't make it make sense. But it does say to make a new class, which I did. And then add class data members. And I'm just like, okay, but why and where and how? Is formatted wrong? Oh boy. So what do I do then? Because these look like they go, like this stuff right here looks like it would go like here, basically. Kind of. That looks very fugly, just copying it in like that, but so U class isn't part of the U struct. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I don't know what a U struct is, but the U class, I mean, it's already here. That's the data asset at the bottom and struct at the top. They declare the struct first so they can use it in the data asset. Huh. So what do I do with this information? I mean, I guess I can at least add like, because like this looks like something that goes, I mean, it's already showing it here under the generator body, but it looks like it would go here basically. And I don't know why it's not autofilling with the color, but. And obviously this needs to be changed, but. Wait, hang on. No, it would be in there because this is where the U class is. You can tell that I've not learned anything about data assets, especially in C++. But then what do I do with this? Or do I not need to do anything with this? Because I don't have this struct. Okay, cool. So then I'll just put in something there then. So I guess this is where we can start making those. Hang on, let me pull up. What arrays did we end up making again? So like the array of my meshes, like the mesh array we made of the skeletal mesh actors, is that what goes here? Or is this more like in them parlays? Right. So no, the container is an array though. I recognize that icon. Would this be, for example, the gameplay tag container? Or the groupings? The array of gameplay tag containers. Words. Ha! You struct a single UA version of a struct file, and struct file is sort of like a template for code. I didn't get that deep myself in there. It's a really useful thing to learn, but if you don't need it right now, it's probably a skip. Yeah, it seems like it. Okay, so this T array then could be like Because I'm guessing I just name it here. God, it's been so long since, So I could do like this, for example, just gameplay tag groups. Wait, so hang on. I don't remember exactly. What was it? What did it say before? Yeah, because it's my asset info. So this needs to definitely be customized. What is this then? Is this already the items that go in it? Can I not set that from the blueprint and not here? Also have no idea how to declare a map. Yeah, because this is where I'm just looking at the screenshots you sent me. This is Castlevania. It took me a while to place it. I might want this for my actual playlist. Hang on. This is good. Just Blood Don't Run is the name of it. Apparently it's like a vampire. Like the entire like album, I guess, is vampire themed. There's a lot of them. Like 3 volumes. I just wanted to find my one song. Okay, well I guess I'll look for it later, but then I'm not gonna remember which song it was probably. Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna cheekily copy that. Okay. So I'm guessing these should both be your properties. Edit anywhere. And then the other one was gameplay tag. Oh! So this is like what type of thing you store in there? And then this one is the actual name. Because asset items made me confused and made me think that I was gonna already put my items here, but then I was like, doesn't really make sense for a header file to contain that. So like this. And obviously, what was in what was we named the map again? All right, you said the map was poorly named. What do we come up with? There we go. I had to find a screenshot as well. Customer mesh map? Because I might end up needing something similar for like the dog options and stuff later on, so. Which means I should also do customer. There we go. This is a bit more future-proof naming, although I don't like how long they're getting. But then again, I did see some names of our blueprints in our debug code today, and they were also definitely not short, so maybe I don't need to feel too bad. Because I feel like descriptive should outweigh short and snippy. Alright, and then, but why does usually I could just click on it and it would like auto create the declarations. Why is my Visual Studio being dumb? Anyways, I'm gonna close this for now. Because we need to finish up here before I should open Unreal back up again anyway. Or maybe that's why? Right. What would I be missing? I mean, obviously all of these are... maybe we need to add in... That's what I have a customer character. Or maybe this one needs to have access to the data asset. Although we should probably actually just throw that in, like, the human character instead. Trying to remember, what was my structure again? It's been so long since I did this. Right. We had Boreal, and then we split that off into human, and then human is split off into player and customer. And then... I don't remember if I had anything between Boreal and dog. We'll probably put it in human then. Am I thinking correctly that I need to include the data asset here? Because I mean, I should be, right? Because otherwise I wouldn't need to be able to reference it. Include DA. God, I'm loving that I actually managed to put the DA in this and not... DA should be part of the blueprint name, not here, but... Customer data age. That's the thing. I'm not sure about that either yet. Most likely, I'll spawn the event. God, I was still looking at that. Either within... No, it wouldn't be within the customer blueprint. Because I was gonna look at... Oh, in this one. Wait, hang on. This one. Oh, wait, now the colors showed up? I'll put them here. There. Because this is what I was looking for. But yeah, this is now this one's red, so... God, hi, Tex. I'm sorry to hear you're feeling the same. It sucks, but fucking Monday brain. So gameplay tag container. Is it not just... Is it generated? Hang on, let me... It's gonna duplicate so I don't lose this. I cannot type. There's one of these. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So that is right. Yeah, I hope you're doing good, Tex. It's good to see you. There you go. It's the other way around, the data assets. Oh, right. So this one needs to have... well, I guess I'll give it the human character. So I don't need this one here. Okay. And then move this one here. You just realize you have a little over a month until the con you want to go to, and you still need to work on the outfit. You can do it. I believe in you, Shammy. Human. There we go. This one. Spent the last 2 hours coding in a language you're still trying to grasp, and you got to a point where you could debug no further. He said, "All right, I'm done. This is the tomorrow problem." Relatable. Relatable. I lost my colors again. So thank you for the check-in. You should give it to the highest possible. Oh, okay, so it should get this one then. I think this is the highest possible. And then that one splits. Okay. It's a Boreal character. So like so. Wait. That was the wrong... That's not where I meant to change it. This one. I was like, wait, something was wrong. Here. It is probably gonna pick the actor, the blueprints. Because what we did in a different teaching project, and one of the things that I have open here is this. Hang on. So what I was taught to do in one of the courses was to just put these little like target point actors, and then you could spawn stuff on these. And I know there's more ways to do it, but this is currently the only way I kind of know how to do it. Because I think if I go back and looking at the other system, it was like you placed them around the map. I had like 6 of them or something, maybe more. And they would like randomly pick one and then spawn it. And that's kind of what I want to do here too. Like I want to place one basically at like the edge of the sidewalk and stuff on the map. And then they kind of just spawn there and walk in. It was at least my thinking. I have not actually done anything with that yet. Wait, so when you say A actor, is this one then? God, I'm so rusty. Because yeah, this is the highest possible. This is my C++ class that I made, that I've derived. These are all children of this one. So like this comment. So many stars. This is ad playing that I just missed starting. Oops. God damn it, your friend. So this is for the map that when we did it was a map of skeletal mesh. Oh, wait. Where are you talking about now? We're not still up here, right? My brain hasn't really moved out of the space yet. It was just about to though, because now I still need to declare these. I'm just sad I lost my shortcut to do so, because I used to just be able to click on something that wasn't declared. Wait, line 23. Oh, this one? Oh, right. Okay, so... Wait, where... Oh, I shouldn't need my Boreal character. Wait, why not? I thought I did. Okay, let me remove it again. Because we did add this one at least. This one's new. You sure didn't mean like line 19? Because this is a gameplay tag container. Hands, Ebo. You getting too hot? Oh, whoop, you gotta go. There you go. Yeah, so my data asset only needs to know it's an actor and what gameplay tags define it. Okay. Because yeah, this is the gameplay tag container stuff. This is the map. Okay, so hang on, because you map of skeletal mesh into... Wait, so does this one need to go above? Because it's map first and then group? Hang on. I mean, it doesn't really matter what we did, I guess, in blueprints, but... Yeah, because in the blueprints, we did the map first. But I don't know how much that actually matters for C++. Yeah, exactly. So this is like the actual like containers, the array of them. The order is okay, so they can just stay like this. So I'm confused on where exactly in lines will I add the actor stuff into the gameplay container? Because actually, I don't know exactly know. Like, I know that this is obviously the actual map key. Oh, wait, is it here? Because I just noticed this is saying still a variable. I had totally read this out. Key variable type. So this is... So this is skeletal mesh then, right? Oh, right. Yeah, because it is going to be... the actual spawn is going to be... hang on. Oh, I don't have Unreal open anymore, so I can't show you, like, the blueprint stuff. But yeah, basically, my idea for the actual spawning was... there's going to be this target points. That's going to spawn the actual actor, and upon the spawn actor or spawn customer event is where I want to do like the whole randomizing and stuff. So I don't know why, because it still needs to roll. Okay, so this variable is just a actor. Okay. And then value variable type. Gameplay tag container, like so. I think what confused me before was the arrow, because that made me think of like the C++ command for like, I don't remember what it's called, but when you use the actual like arrow, and I was like, where does that go in here? That doesn't make sense. This is what I mean with like my reading comprehension sometimes when I try to learn and understand things is not the best. But I think, okay, so right now we have an array of, I think this is type, right? Gameplay tag container. And this is its name, customer gameplay tag groups. Am I happy with that? I think so. Yeah. I know some, but I totally get you as well. Because if I didn't know that's an actual C++ thing, my mind wouldn't have gone there and I would have probably assumed, oh, you mean that this is deriving from there kind of deal. But yeah, and this is creating our map with actors and gameplay tag containers. And this is its name. So we have the customer gameplay tag groups, and then we have a customer mesh map. Well, now that I'm thinking, if it's going to use actors, maybe it shouldn't be called the customer mesh map. Or maybe it should. I'll make it plurals. Maps. Yeah, God, it's gonna be fun to put that together. Yeah, because like that's the thing. The rest of them are locals. We'll create those within Unreal and not here. But I still need to declare these, right? Like over here. Or is this already complete? But is that why I don't get any shortcuts? Because they don't need to be declared? Oh shit! Because I thought you would have to do like, you know, well, okay, maybe not exactly this, but you know, this sort of stuff. Like one of these. Hmm. Well, today I learned. So yeah, it's literally just... okay. Why are you... where exactly is... oh my god. Now this one says 178 errors. Surely. Okay. Got it. Can I close this again? I don't look at this. There's too many errors. Go away. What happens if I click F5? Oh. Where is my error? I wish I could click on this and it would like take me there. Like, this is the only thing I've touched. Unless I think I managed to undo my other accidentals like this one. Yeah. Right. There we go. One failed. Was this what happened because it was open while I was doing like the hot reload earlier? Oh god, hang on. My headphones are low on battery. Um, do I just build it again? Oh, does it want to star? I will swear I will never learn when it wants to star and not to star. So like this? I'm wondering how, because I don't think it's like refreshing until I actually, I guess unless I try. Yeah, it still says there build errors. But I don't think I actually attempted to run a build. It's been so long since I've done this particular thing. Like, all of these are stuff that I haven't touched. Oh shit. Nice, Yofro. Same line. But it's... Oh my god. You're right. I should know that. I should have realized that because of this. Let's try again. I think it's happening. Oh, no. Never mind. It got further, though. That is true, Grizzleberry. It's a good advice. It says, hi. Hope you're doing good. Other compilation error. I still need to learn to read these. So I'm very impressed you were able to read this, Graham. Just saying. Okay, hang on. My battery. It's gonna keep beeping at me until I fix it. It's gonna piss me off and distract me. Oh wait, hang on. I think I see unresolved external symbol. Hang on. This is something I forgot to include then. Alright, I can hear again. Okay, and it's not gonna beep at me. So what? Wait, how do I get that file if it didn't auto create it for me? Or do I need to just find it over here? You just find it? Oh god, okay. I've not really needed to go outside of these anymore unless I can like follow paths in my code. Is that the top, the green looking icon? Wait, so not like these. Oh, here, this one. And then you said, hi Dilly, how's it going? Hope you're doing good, it's good to see you. And it needs gameplay tags and its public dependency module name. So this one. Any order, or can I just put it like gameplay tags? Like so? Oh, I probably need a comma there too. And we're like, all right. Yep. I saw it immediately. It was like, wait, that doesn't have a comma because I put it all the way at the bottom. I'm just gonna go back just so I can have this open. All right, trying again. Oh! Ah! I think we got it. Thank you, Graham. We got it. Okay, now I think we can officially say that I made my first dot asset. Like, actually. Yeah, bam, game dev. Which, speaking of, hang on. There's a bingo event for when the code doesn't compile. I feel like, there you go. Call. It was bound to happen sooner or later. All right. Might as well open that back up. Yeah, I've not. I don't think I've done any actual C++ in like 2 months. Wait, is it? Is it pretty yellow? Oh, actually, it is. Now that you mention it, I don't think I've changed anything. What happened? I still need to figure out the weighting thing. It's so annoying. Especially since this one's fine. Anyways, now, here's my actual folder. I'll make a separate, because I imagine we might end up with a few data assets. Oh wait, am I not allowed to call it that? DAs? Yes, I will, and thank you for the help so far. Alright, so now we're gonna make an actual kind of data asset. Should be this one. Alright, hang on, where's my little guide thingy again? But I'm gonna have to look at the camera, I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, actually, you guys can look at it with me, it doesn't really matter. Because now we're here, now we're at this step. Data asset, and then when prompted to choose your class, your asset should be populated in the list. It is right here with the stupid prefix. So DA customer data. I think that will do. Keep saying you're saying that ass. You know what? I could. This is gonna hold information on that ass after all. All right, we have our first data asset. So now, dead ass. I'm so dead ass about this. These are the variables that we made in the C++ as well. And then I need to, can I add my local variables from here? Yeah, you can see there it's coming from that asset type. All right, I am not trying to do that, Guzzlebear. But yeah, I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's the lighting in my room. But it's like the exact same light that I've had before. I don't know why it turned so yellow. Hang on, what happens if I, oh. That's bad. Like, I don't think I've changed anything. Clearly something's changed. Yeah, apparently I am, Eek. Apparently I am. No, that's good. I'm glad you got to lock in, but hi again, welcome back. I hope it's going well, whatever you're working on. Apparently this is like the default values of the camera. Something must have changed. Hang on, is my light turn more yellow? Now I need to remember how to switch that. That's definitely more yellow. Oh! I might have accidentally switched a setting on my light. Because I just hopped over a few settings. And it feels white again. Apparently I've accidentally turned that on yellow light. I somehow didn't notice. Now that it's white, I immediately notice. But I guess I managed to have it on yellow for so long that I get used to it. Thank you for letting me know, though. You're in the deepest layer of C++ hell. They call this shit the turbo purgatory. You know what? I think Graham would like to switch with you. Because he misses doing C++ at the moment. Stuck doing UI. So I completely forgot. I left my phone on with fucking Resident Evil running, and it's depleting all my battery. Let's not do that. That is a terrible idea. I should probably put it to charge. Okay. Yeah, apparently I have a piss light. Apparently I have a piss light. Game Freak will be so happy. Right. How do I get access to the visual scripting part of this? 007 piss light. Oh god. I don't know where Game Freak is today. He might be EP. Alright, I'm checking game dev. God, okay. Oh god. Yeah, I'm... Ugh. What am I even reading? That's... no. Yeah, like, just the first few, like, letters of code. It's like char, space, cons, space, star cons, and it's like... Huh? Then another star before you continue with your required layers names, like fucking Christ. Godspeed. God be with you, because it looks like you need it. What on earth is that? Not that I necessarily think my code looks much better, but they're calling it the awesomest variable declarations of all time. Well, I mean, if they're saying that, it must be true, right? It must be true. Alright, let me find what we set up again. There. Because now I need to actually try and... Because this is where I put my actual tags. Yes, hang on. So they're gonna look like this one. So this is where I would do... I don't remember. Did I have to mark them like this? I think so, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, so this is male or female. Actually, hang on. Yeah, no, it would be this. Yes, I am learning about gameplay tags and data assets thanks to Graham. And I've just actually made my first data asset. In C++, no less. But yes, the more I learn about gameplay tags, the more I like them. I just need to not just learn about like what they are, but also like, but how do I use them? Because in so many like the example use cases and stuff I've seen, it's like, well, that's great and all, but that doesn't really apply to what I want to do right now. Okay. Okay, so I think what we need to do here is not the male and female part. I think it's like this, basically. Wait, that doesn't look right. No, it should be. Just flash all of them because these are my current groupings that I have available. What I haven't made an actual tag for is the skin tone, but I don't think I need that. Because I think it either needs to roll adult, plus size. Yeah, okay, so yeah, no, it has to be these. Adult, uh, plus size. Pumped only is this one. And then this one, senior, has 2 as well. So these are basically the options I can roll. So once it like randomly rolls one of these, which tag gets applied can tell me A, which like base mesh to apply, but then also which clothing goes together with that base mesh. Exactly, Orpha, exactly. I was hi, Silent, what is the final tally? 1,671 mods loaded, just tested, and it works. Yeah, that's the final me. The final me is 1,671 mods. That's kind of amazing that you can have that many mods installed and working at the same time. Well, okay. Yeah, because it's a bit annoying that there's no pumped female, I guess. There's women that body build too, but I digress. Does that mean it can't be in here, or can it still be in here? It might just need like an if statement surrounding it. When it's actually being used, I mean. Okay. Wait, but hang on, I might have... Because if it selects one at random from a group, I only need to pick one of these. Because it can't be multiple of these at the same time. Oh wait, no, because this is entire group. Sorry, for some reason I started thinking that these were all individual groups. I'm being foolish. Let's count how many tags in the container. And if less than 2, the awaited bool on skipping that container. Right. Okay. I'll try to remember that when I get that far. But then I think so far so good. Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing. I don't always want them to come in being the jacked guy. But every so often, we can get a jacked guy coming in wanting to pet a dog. Because jacked guys want to pet dogs too. Alright, God, is there another Flareon today? We had a Flareon earlier too, I think, right? Oh, someone doesn't have a Flareon yet. One has appeared. And apparently everyone has Flareon. Right, but what do I do for my map? Oh, Silent doesn't have a Flareon. Nope, still not. I had to see if he caught it. Oh my god, there he is! Game Freak! Game Freak, you missed it. But hi. We missed you. How are you doing? Yeah, now, Yofro, now you can go ahead and call him Late Freak. Yeah, we thought they killed you. Oh my god, thanks so much for 105 streams in a row as well. Yeah, so apparently I have a piss filter. I come with a built-in piss filter, and today we found out And I can't believe you were not here when we discovered the piss filter. Anyways, let me show you. Hang on. I gotta see it myself too now. It's which button did I press again? This one, I think. No, this one. Um There we go. Look at this. It gets even pissier. There. I have a built-in piss filter. How do you like it? Or jaundice filter, you know, that's also a word for it. Um but let's go back to this. I guess I accidentally touched that button at some point and I didn't realize. Somehow when I turned the light on, I didn't realize that because there's like 3 tones of light. So I guess this is like the white one. And then there's like, I guess a neutral, but since I've adjusted everything for the white one, the neutral already looked yellow and then it was like super yellow. Yeah, I was in Mexico for a bit. I decided I need a second vacation. So I just quickly hopped on down to Mexico. All right, somewhere in Mexico. You're not gonna know where, but I am somewhere in Mexico. Don't think we didn't end up actually setting up the this map, did we? I don't know if I know how the map works. Hi, Crash Log. So I'm currently working on my first data asset that we've just created. This is part of the overarching. I'm trying to make sure. I'll show you real quick. Let me put that up here. So I'm gonna have a little simulator, like a store cafe simulator with customers. But what I want to do is I want to have these kind of randomly generate whenever they spawn. Right now, if you go to my blueprints, God, it's a horrible place to show it. I don't remember where I have my actual functional code. Oh, right, here in the construction script, I've done something. But this one basically just has like, I just picked like a default on all of them and added it in. But obviously I don't actually want to do that for my game. I'm trying to build it so like it randomly generates their look and clothing on spawn. But I'm not made it quite that far yet. It's still very much a work in progress, but we're currently making a data asset that is going to host we made a gameplay tag group. So I can use gameplay tag to decide like if they're adults, female, male, plus size, female, male. We also have a pumped model in here, and or if they're seniors. So that's what I'm currently trying to figure out. So this song is pretty good. I made the bad guys from Skibbity Toilet. Oh no. I didn't even know Skibbity Toilet had bad guys. Yes, correct. Yes, this is a hobby project. This is my own game. So this is me partially just trying to learn Unreal Engine stuff, like for myself, but also I want to try and have a fun game come out at the end of it. But yeah, this is gonna be a dog cafe simulator. We have a cash register here because I had a bit of a problem at one point where I started bouncing too much back and forth and starting different things but never finishing them. Yeah, they do have a weird camera head right now. I did not know that the bad guys in Skibbity Toilet have that. Again, I didn't even know there were bad guys in Skibbity Toilet. But that's just because they're deriving from like the same. Like if I had play right now, they don't have camera heads, and they walk, and you know they're normal people. But for some reason, her clothes are fucked. That's a problem to fix later. They're wearing the exact same asset, but it doesn't look like it. I don't know why it does this. Something to do with weighting, most likely. But I don't know anything about weighting yet, so. Anyways. This is what people's faces look like. This one? Or the more normal one? But yeah, this one looks particularly, I mean, it's mostly her eyebrows that have disappeared. And also, her lips have become very small. The hair seems to be mostly fine. I think that's the only one that hasn't broken. You have like face blindness? I know, right? Yeah, I'm very excited for them to actually properly randomly generate and not. My current first iteration of the code at least managed to generate a skin tone. So they've appeared with different skin tones, even though they are both the same blueprints. But yeah, we're still very early on. I wonder if I can show you. God, it's been so long since I've been in here. Skeleton meshes. Because we also have animals! And I personally love the Pomeranian. There's gonna be more animals available. I'll show you this one. Look, he's just a little guy. I'm moving a bit too much for this, how small this little guy is, but... I did not actually get that yet, I think. Thank you for mentioning it. Because I started watching something at work on my phone, and then I got distracted, and then the phone app kind of sucks. I didn't even get to see if I had Twitch drop progress. So I need to see, did I get that, or did I not? I'm at 90% out of 1 hour. Alright, let me fix that last 10%. There you go. Okay, thank you for reminding me, Ribbons. Also, yeah, this song, Mid-Nizzlement, is, it's such a good song, though. Twilight Princess PC port. Wait, did they actually drop a PC port? Oh, shit! You know what? That is totally fair, Game Freak. I actually did play... Pretty sure Ocarina of Time was my first one, but I never finished it. Never even got close to finish it. I don't think I even made it to adulthood myself. I think my cousin did. When we played at his house, but I don't think we ever finished it, any of us. And then I did play, or at least I wanted to play Majora's Mask, but the whole... I get so stressed out of, like, in-game timers. So I could not stick with... I know it's very beatable within the time, and there's stuff you can do to, like, reset it. The timer stressed me out, so I never played it. And then I think the first Zelda game that I actually beat... Oh yeah, and I remember my friend had a Game Boy game. Was it like Seasons of Time or something? That was really cool, where you could play your flute, just change to like winter, spring, summer, and such. But the first one that I actually finished was a 3DS one. I think it was called A Link Between Worlds. And the reason I remember that game was, I mean, partly because I was surprised that I finished it. Oracle of Seasons. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I remember that never owned that one, but my friend did. We played it together. So we would like help each other do puzzles and stuff. But yeah, there was the 3DS one. Because one of the puzzles in there, which has gone infamous, is that you arrive at a temple. And is it A Link Between Worlds? No, I think this is a different one. But I think A Link Between Worlds is the first one I did finish. But there's one Zelda game on 3DS that has a puzzle where you find like an imprint on like a temple wall in front of you. Sorry, I hit my mic stand. But then you're asked to like copy that onto like your map, like your paper map. And I could not figure out how to do that. And some of you might be like, I know where this is going. But I tried everything. I interacted with everything in the room, tried to leave, come back. Like, God knows what I tried and didn't try. But I remember one point I got so fed up that I was just like, you know what, fuck this. Closed my 3DS, put it away. I'm gonna deal with this later, I guess. End up coming back, I don't know how much later. Maybe like a day later, maybe 2, maybe a week. I don't think it was more than that. But I come back later, open it back up again. And it just immediately like, puzzle complete! Because guess what? The solution was Close and reopen your 3DS. I was so mad. That was literally because like it was the gimmick of like having the DS. So you were supposed to like take up your map and press it against the wall, and you were gonna mimic that by closing and opening this. Yeah, it was dumb. And that Zelda is like infamous now for so many people getting stuck on that exact puzzle. Hi, Debo. I know you want lap. You want to say hi to stream? Oh, oh. Hey, look, there's not at me. What? But yeah, that was I remember enjoying that game, but that puzzle was like, fuck. Fuck you guys for doing this to me. Man, the stop it if they could says it uses no assets and only uses reverse engineered code they can't do shit. That is interesting. And yeah, exactly, because like in hindsight, it's really cool. And I bet during the design, like coming up with that, you feel really cool and really smart. But then the actual practicality of it. Because I remember, I think that's the same game that also had you sometimes blowing into like a little microphone. I don't remember what that was for. Could it have been the sailing game? It might have been the sailing game, but if so, I never finished that one. The one that I finished was the one where you could like imprint yourself into the wall. I played a few, but it was like I played a lot of Zelda games before I actually finished a Zelda game. And my track record is definitely not better because I played Breath of the Wild, never finished it. I think the majority of Zelda games played it, didn't finish it. And it's not that I didn't like it. I just kind of usually kind of get bored or something else new and shiny shows up before I'm done. Horrible. This is why I have my entire library is just like unfinished games. Anyways. I don't actually know how this works. Oh, wait, is this where I... Hang on. Oh, shit!
Is that a bever?
That's a
Shabby!
lot of months.
That is a lot of months. You're right. Thanks so much for 19 months. Thank you for choosing another month of bevering. Thank you for the support. I hope you enjoy the emotes. You never owned a Nintendo console and very distant to Zelda game, Pokemon, etc. That is fair. I think my first one that I actually owned was the Game Boy. And then eventually I got the DS. I got a regular DS first and then the 3DS. But yeah, apart from that... Oh, I guess I did eventually get a Wii as well. Congrats on bingo! Killing it on bingo this month. GG's. Okay, but I think I understand how this one works now. So I think... It's like this, right? So like if it's female... And then I'll have to find... Oh god. Wait. Do I not see my... I thought I could get like these folders here. Because then I would need like these, because here are my skin and colored assets. I thought that's what I could get here. I remember in GTA Chinatown Wars for the DS, you could buy scratch-offs at the gas station, and if you blew into the mic, it would blow away the scratch of bits of paper in game. Yeah, it's one of the things where those gimmicks, I love them in theory, but sometimes in practice, they're just dumb. Sometimes. Not all the time. Because this is just my test level. Can I not get assets outside of my level? Might need to look into more of these maps. I remember Nintendogs, I think, was my first. I mean, it's an obvious one when you play the Nintendo DS, but it made really good use of the, like, you had the microphone for giving your dog commands and stuff, so you could teach them commands. Teach them to listen out for their names and stuff. But I'm trying to think if there was any, like, non-Nintendo title that did that really well. Well, I guess there's the GTA example. I don't think I know of anything else. Off the top of my head, at least. Then again, I didn't play that many DS games. Because hang on, what if I go into... Because I can't even pick this one. What is Spectrobes? What a great quote. Did you? Is that why I'm confused? Because yeah, this one only looks like it gave me the local one. Okay. So let's get rid of this then. For now. So... Oh, wait. T-soft object pointer. We'll put the actor. Wait, do I still need the star? Or do I not need the star anymore? T-soft object pointer. No star. And then F gameplay tag container. Okay. Actually, I don't know if I need like live code or anything for this. It's also been there. We go. There's the live coding button. Right. I mean, to be fair, as soon as it said pointer in there, I should have realized. One of those things that makes sense when you think about it, but I didn't think. Spectrobes was Disney's sci-fi monster capturing made by the Kingdom Hearts COM devs. Ah, I see. God, speaking of, didn't they just announce Kingdom Hearts 4? I'm surprised that happened so fast after 3. Like, between 2 and 3, that made me think that we were gonna wait, like, 50 years for Kingdom Hearts 4. Still haven't played 3. I probably should. Played 1 and 2, just not 3. Yeah. Well, you see, I have Graham to tell me my mistakes. No, I'm kidding. This is what chat is for. Okay, so do I need to close and reopen this? I'll open it back up. I don't know if this changed at all. Like, there's still my tags. Oh, this one seems unchanged. Alright, I forgot that I actually placed a couple target points. Oh, was it? Okay. But then how do I use this, Graham? Since you're back now anyway, I'm distracting you from Euro UI stuff. How do I use this? Because I don't think we ever actually did this. Because I thought this is where I put my actual, like, meshes, like, now I have fucking moved away from them. Like, here's my skeleton meshes. We have a bunch in these folders. I thought this is where I went to, like, pick them. Oh, you mean for, like, spawning? Ah, right. Okay. Maybe we had a bit of a crossed wire then. All right, so maybe in here. Okay, what would the overall logic be then? I'm trying to think. Because if we played, like, we have a little target point here. Oh, I'm trying to think. How was that logic built before? Was it in? No, I don't think it was in the point. Was it in the game mode? Because somewhere we should have logic dictating. Like, spawn this blueprint. Like, the customer should appear here instead of... Because right now they're placed. Because I don't have a spawning logic yet. Is this Hunt Showdown? It is! Might actually want this on my playlist. This is sick. I'm proud of myself for recognizing that too. I haven't played Hunt Showdown in... Hang on. When did I last play Hunt Showdown? 2022! Anyways, because they're gonna spawn from here, and then upon spawning into the world, there should be logic somewhere. Whether that's in the BP itself, or somewhere else, it should basically find which of these tags did we pick, and then assign like skin color and clothing to it. Because then I don't know if I need this then. Because if they're spawning the customer and then somewhere else, it determines like what they wear and stuff. I don't know if we need this here. Unless I'm thinking about it wrong. Also very possible. Also nice. I'm also thinking out loud, hoping, because sometimes that helps me realize things instead of just having the internal dialogue. Let me try and switch back to that and just see if that, see what that does to my brain. Because yeah, I don't think this right now at least is helpful to me. Yeah, skeletal mesh actor. Oh, I thought I typoed. I didn't. Wait, did I? Oh shit! What was that? Oh my god, message effects! Hang on, can I... Apparently I don't see them in the bot. Hang on, where do I see them? There we go. Oh shit! Silent. Is that a pay to win? I see. Is that a pay to win? Oh, it's saying it's undefined, so yeah, I guess I need an include. Excuse me. You on a Game Freak? Yeah! Wait, oh, that's a vote winner. Congrats on Bingo Silent. And thank you for the biddies as well, for the message effect. I did not see that at all in my OBS. Nice. Like, this is what I look at when I look at OBS. I don't see the message effects. So nice. Okay, so here. Wait, how do I forward declare again? Is it like in... Oh god, it's not... Is it still an include? Like so? Oh wait, did we get a duo quote? Hi, Carlson. Wait. Oh, right. Okay, so I don't do this. I remember this was covered on in one of the courses, but they only did it like once. Yeah, because now this one is no longer throwing an error. So it mean forbidden game mention. Is Outbreak forbidden? Or was there a different game mentions and I missed it? All right. I think this worked. God, Jiro was so fucking funny. One day I should actually finish the video I started working on, compiling just all the screams from that playthrough. I'm just terrible at editing. I had like a good start, I had a good flow, and then I just lost it and I couldn't find it again. One more change? Oh shit. Okay. I already started live coding, but oh, class. Oh, of course, because it's a class and not an object. When you put it that way, it makes total sense. Not something that I would have thought of on my own. At least not where I'm currently at in game dev. All right, let's try this again. You're all good. I feel it too. Like my stream title says, bad case of the Monday brain. I can't even navigate my own file structure. It's that bad. Oh yeah, here we go. Wait. This one hasn't changed, I think. Or has it? Do I need to close Unreal and open it again? Because this is still just like my level stuff. Yeah, it did say it succeeded. It was green. I foolishly closed it again. Oh, is it because I didn't save it? Hang on. Nope. I'll close it and reopen. Yeah, like no issues. Am I good to click open again or wait? Hot reload not supported by projects. What did I do? Wait, why is it stopped here? Where huh? Is that what that is? Cause this is what stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna close. Oh, yes, probably. Close it down. Close it down. Bring it back up. God, Game Freak, it's rigged against you. It sounds like. Waiting for it to be. Wait, where all my 11 errors come from?
Hydrate before you dehydrate, homies.
Thank you for the hydrate reminder, Shammy. Okay, I thought so. It hadn't loaded yet. We're good. Because I was gonna say, this worked earlier. Alright, F5. If I like C++, you love Papyrus language of Bethesda devils? Will I though? Because that kind of makes me think that I will not. That phrasing makes me think like, mm-mm. But yeah, now I got all my colors and stuff. They didn't properly come in earlier. I don't know why I go crash. Fuck you, Todd. Never had it crash logs. You should just know. There's an ad break coming in a minute, but not really missing a whole lot at the moment. So don't worry about it. Alright. Come back to me, Unreal. Your code don't work first try. I hate a real dev. That's true. That's true, Carlson. Right. Oh, hey, here we go. That still doesn't quite look right from what I need, but we're getting somewhere. Because actually, this is another thing that kind of confused me when I first started looking at, because this is the acid pack I bought, right? And it comes with a folder called skeleton meshes. However, if we go into, like, let's say adult, there is right here a skeletal mesh. That is just, this is the adult. But there's also a bunch of also skeletal meshes. But these are like pink. No, wait, this is also pink. I never understood exactly what the difference is between this one and like these in here. But now I'm starting to think there is something. Is there a difference? I did not realize there was a difference between the skeletal mesh and skeletal mesh actor. Because like just hovering over it, they seem basically the same. And I was never sure if I should go for using this one and if there was some kind of logic. Because this one looks different when I open it. Like this one has like this view. Whereas if I open, like just do like, I guess the most similar looking one. Actually, they are quite similar. What is the difference? Also, wait, hang on. Is that what happened? So this is, hang on. No, but it wouldn't. Yeah, no, because they're using the female body 01, so they're using that one and not the main one. So it still doesn't make sense. I was wondering if this could explain the weighting issue that they ended up getting the different ones, but they are still the same BP. But yeah, no, this is what I've just been working through here mostly, where I've added. Like, this is the mesh asset that I've added, because I don't remember if I even could pick the other one. There's one for... Right, because I was missing animation, so they sent me a separate animation one. Yeah, because the big one doesn't show up here. I can only pick the individual ones. But, like, they're all here. I gotta find the one that was equipped already. Just type it. What was it called? Fuck. Female underscore body should give it. Oh, not nod, bod. There you go. Okay, well, you don't like my quote? Okay, so changing the skeletal mesh actor to skeletal mesh in a data asset should give you what you need. Okay. So then, I'll close this again. So this one should be just skeletal mesh. Like remove this. I love some of my quotes are great. And some of them are definitely intentionally. What was it? Game Freak, do you want to pull up one from yesterday? We had a great quote to Franco. I don't remember the number though. I don't know if you do either. Right, of course it would be you. Skeletal mesh. So I guess I don't need this one anymore then. So we'll go back to this. And I guess does this one need to be changed? Yeah, because this is now class. This. Oh, that was not the quote I had in mind, but that's also a good one. No, it was the. Okay, so this one should still be fine. So was it? Like so? Obviously with this at the end. There you go, no issues found. But yeah, I was thinking about the one, it had something to do with suck. I love the cheerleader emote, by the way. Okay, we'll try live coding again. Hope the entire Unreal doesn't break on me again. That's the one! I like that quote. Fucking Franco. Yep. Imagine my reaction, because it was a response to the enemy in the game saying that he was gonna give me the pacifier and that he wanted me to suck it. And I'm like, no, I don't want the pacifier. I don't want to suck it. Leave me alone. It is just such a great out of context words. But yeah, Franco's a fucked up prime asset. But then again, a lot of Outlast is fucked up when you really think about it. Sometimes you don't even need to think about it. It's just fucked up. Fucking love that emote though. Alright, successful. Will it just work? Oh, I don't need to collapse all the way down there. Oh, do I need to relaunch all of Unreal again? I might need to. Alright, let's relaunch. Okay, it seems like Visual Studio is not collapsed on me this time at least. It's something. So I'm glad we're actually, even though this isn't a lot of C++, I'm glad we're doing at least something, because I feel like I haven't touched C++ in like far too long now. I'm starting to forget. How did it get worse? I've given up on Unreal and C++. My engine always forget my classes even with GitHub. Oh man, that sounds frustrating as hell. I'm confused. Graham, do you know what's going on? Or Carlson, for that matter? Because I thought I was gonna get more of my assets now. Like, all of these. And I don't know why. What is this? All developers? No. No, that's fair. Graham's more in line with what I'm trying to do. He's been helping a lot for this specific problem and thinking. Did I not switch that back? Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, let's try that. Okay, well, at least it doesn't throw an error. Uh, can I, like... Because now it says that there's, like, unsaved changes here. Can I get rid of that somehow and just, like, refresh it? Or is this... It's thinking there's refresh changes or unsaved changes because of my code change. No, that is fair, Carlos. It's literally my first time doing data assets today with Graham's help. So I'm also very much learning on the go here. But this is at least how I learn best. Trial and error. So I'm going to be lost and confused for probably a long time, and then eventually it's going to click. And then I'm going to be powerful. Until then, though, we're still very much in the lost and confused part. No, that's fair. We can always come back to this later as well. But I thought it would be easier to, like, I just don't want to save the changes. Can I, like, revert? Oh god, yeah, no, that sounds hella complicated. I'll try this, see what happens. Okay, that was quick. Alright, I'll try one more reboot. Just in case it didn't load properly. Otherwise, we'll leave it for now and come back to it when Graham's not heavily multitasking. It's not like we're lacking other things to try and poke at. I'm just trying to get better at not being scatterbrained and ADHD and working on like 10 things at once. Oh! Oh! We got it! A reboot is what it took. Okay. Right. So, if I remember correctly... Wait, hang on. Cannot add a new key to the map while a key with the same value exists. Oh, is it because I hadn't added anything to this yet? Okay, that is true. We sure did go through a bunch of options. So how do we set up the map again? And I know you're still multitasking, so feel free to tell me to come back to this later. Is this the correct way to set it up? By like adding... I remember you explained this to me. can't remember what you said. So I need to add every single mesh option in here. And then also say which tag it belongs to. Okay. So is it okay to have, like, female is gonna have 4 different ones? Is that okay? Okay. Because I had a moment of doubt here where I was like, wait, I'm doing this wrong. This doesn't feel right. And then there should be adult male. God. There. They should get this tag. I'm just gonna start typing them at this point. All right, I need my arm puppy. Thanks. Just gonna copy this so I don't have to type that in every time. That is a lot easier. Then one more. And now it's... Wait. Oh, because it goes even further back there. Plus size. Female. Body. That goes into here. All right. It's one of those. It's a bit tedious work for the first time, but... So they are basically all unique, yeah. I mean, they're basically... For these ones specifically, it's different skin tones. So, depending on which of these mesh you assign... Like, these right here, the top 4 are my adult females in 4 different skin tones. Then we have the adult males in 4 different skin tones. Right now I'm adding plus size. And it's the same thing there, female and male, and 4 different skin tones in both. Let me get male. And then we also have, there's one that is the pumped male. Ooh, we forgot to add a tag here. So yeah, I'm basically just adding, that's female, all of those into a map here. I wish I could just like do more, but it doesn't let me add more of them until I've pre-filled one. All right. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next one should be pumped, which is only male body. Not currently, but that is my goal eventually, yes. The trait isn't necessarily going to be tied to their mesh or anything, but I do want to eventually have traits both for the actual human customers, but also for the dogs. Because then part of the whole gameplay loop is going to be that because you have shelter dogs in this cafe. And since they're shelter dogs, you want to find them a forever home. And to find them a good forever home, you should make sure that their traits, so like an active dog should match with someone that has like an active personality trait, for example. Wait, additional tags. Is it not enough to add? Because I don't think I have any additional tags. It's just customer pumped mail. I don't have any other sorting groups, at least not right now. Because I haven't added. Oh, or do I need to add tags for? Because I don't currently have a tag for the skin tone. I haven't actually made tags for them, but now that you say it, I probably should. Because I do have skin tones, I just haven't made tags for them. Exactly. So I'll finish this first and then we can come back in. Oh no. I wanted to copy this text. Oh shit. Well, I'll have to type it out again. Oh, senior. There. Okay. I think the system is starting to click a bit more for me. Because I don't know why it didn't occur to me that they should also get tags for the skin tone. Yeah, this is apparently super useful for that. Graham's the expert. He's been teaching me. Alright, almost through all of them. Because I know we use a lot of data assets in Payday 3 as well. So I remember hearing about like DAs a lot. I remember when I was still running the Twitch drops. And we were actually creating the rewards and stuff. It was like, oh yeah, just hook it up in the DA. I'm like, sure, that probably means something. That makes a lot of sense if you know what you're doing. I don't. I just trust you that that's what you need to do. All right, so now I have all of them. Let me make some more tags. Gameplay tags. Okay, so if we're also adding, where did skin tone fit into my hierarchy? Because it feels like it kind of should be something probably under customer, but not under like I know in my mesh system it's like, you know, customer adult female skin tone 1, skin tone 2, but it feels like maybe there should be like customer skin tone 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I thinking correctly with that? Does that make sense? Or should it be inside of the ones that I already made? Dealer's choice. Okay. Because I'm thinking it might make sense to put them separately. Because then if I, let's say I do customer skin tone, I'll just keep like 1, 2, 3, probably 0, 1 just in case. Then I can potentially use just those tags and not have to dig into like senior black if I want to just reference potentially all of them that get skin tone 4, all of them that get skin tone 3, and all of them. You would have everything related to how a customer is chosen to spawn as a separate tag under shared heading. So not under customer, you mean? So like a completely separate one? Because I was thinking still having it in the customer hierarchy, but just as a separate one from like adult plus size pumped, blah, blah, blah. Is what I was thinking. Itchy eye. Oh! Okay, so you still would have it under customer. So customer sorting. Got it. Okay. Yeah, because I think that's what I had first, but then I ended up changing it to match more closely with the meshes, which is why I went with this one. Because right now, there is no tag for pumped female, which I was at least hoping would alleviate some of the issues with the fact that there is not a female option for pumped. Um, I think I might do it like this. Basically, yeah, I can show it to you. Might need to finish this first, though. I think I'll do this. Oh, I thought I could like click on it, like add one more or something. Oh, there we go. Add subtag. So then skin 02. Skin 03. I mentioned that Rust is superior to C++. I think I might have heard it 1 or 2 times. Just 1 or 2. Okay, add. So specifically, it'll show you all of my different characters that we have access to. We have scalp meshes. So here's the pumped. So he looks like this. Instead of like a regular body, he's pumped. God, I don't know if I oh, lobby? I didn't lobby. You know, they said that they were adding persistent lobbies. I don't feel very persistent. There. Yeah, Silent likes to flex his programmer language. Oh, it put you on top. There you go. You have chests to claim. Pat, pat, pat. Oh, look at that. I only know that Rust exists. Beyond that, I know nothing about Rust. Okay, so if we go back in here now that we have more tags, so we would add... oh, yes, Tipo. Oh, you're so comfy. Skin tone 1. You would have skin tone 2. You have skin tone 3. You have skin tone 4. And then we'll just go through all of this for all of them. 1. 2. Lost track of where I was. 3. I mean, they should all be in order. I'm just not trusting it. Maybe I made a mistake. 4. All right. Oh, are you actually almost at 1 million bongos? What am I at? I have so many bongos. 6 million bongos. I need to get to 25 though. I also need to do more emojis. Right, skin tone 1. Skin tone 2. 3. And 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I know this must be so engaging to watch right now. At least we have a bops. But there, that should be it. The peak combination is TypeScript for prototyping, Rust for building, Python for pretending Python's a real programming language. Fair. Fair. Reminded of it. Hey, thanks so much for lurking here. I appreciate it. And good luck looking into that assets. Thank you for hanging out. Take care. Not really at work, no. I do want to learn to do more, maybe not about this specifically, but I do have the UE5 editor installed at work as well. But I'm not sure what exactly, right now I'm just getting familiar with it. And then I'm gonna look at which discipline, and this is partly why this is for, to figure out which discipline do I kind of vibe with the most, and that I would want to career shift into. I have a level designer who's gonna teach me our level scripts. I'm looking forward to that. And it's kind of funny because I was like, I probably wouldn't be a good level designer. But now that I'm speaking more, because I speak a lot to our level designers, and the more I speak to them, it's like, oh, I don't know, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I could be a level designer. Yeah, C++, yes. Because that's the Unreal stuff is in C++. So I'm trying to learn both, because learning C++ is makes it easier as well. But I know we do have a level designer that also doesn't... She's also actually learning C++ right now. That's how we kind of came up on the topic of stuff. Because she was like, oh, I would be happy to teach you, but like, you know, you don't really need to know that. And I'm like, no, but I'm learning. It's fine. Teach me. It's just C++ and visual scripting, which is what you do within Unreal, like in... Where did my customer go? Let's pull up this one. So like this kind of stuff. It's not exactly the best example, but I don't have that much else to show. This is very in progress. And I don't even know how usable this ended up being anyway. See, I'm trying to remember. Did I actually do... Wait, no, yeah, because I was doing animation stuff. So we have like animation blueprints, which I still need to do more work in here, but I didn't finish this because this is one of the billion things that I've started and then didn't finish. There was some drama going on with blueprints in UE6. Yeah, I briefly spoke about this with Graham last week as well. Like, I think I'm perfectly content to stay on UE5. UE6 seemed to be something. Like, it's not necessarily bad, all of the stuff they're doing. I'm mostly a bit concerned about exactly how Gen AI is gonna be. Like, there was one thing that I didn't know ahead of time that Graham mentioned, like the fact that you can basically vibe code additions to the engine and stuff. I was like, I know, right? crazy crash log. Crazy. But yeah. I think I'm good to stay on Unreal 5. Unreal 5 has some pretty cool stuff. And I'm pretty happy with what I got so far. I mean, obviously this specific project is very basic, but the thing is, Silent, UE is the industry standard somehow for like game studios. So the more I learn about UE, the easier it will be for me to find a game dev job if I ever need to in the future. Because let's be real, with the amount of layoffs that are happening in the games industry, you should never count on being in one place for too long. And if I ever need to seriously job hunt, I want to know the engine that most people use to have more jobs to choose from. Right. Unity. Great idea. Let's do Unity. Okay, but we made the map. I have my groups. Yeah, because I remember that you mentioned that too. The multi-threading thing, that part does seem to be good. But it's a shame about the AI drunk. You would hope they would end up backtracking on that, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, exactly. And like UE is not that bad if you can learn it to a degree. Like I know what Graham has done with the game that they're working on, or like it's not Graham himself who've done it, but like his team. It's a team effort. They've basically been able to customize their engine to such a degree that it's like it's not completely their own engine because that's obviously still UE, but it can do a lot of things that just you have to tweak a lot of Unreal. Oh, it was you. Never mind. Well, specifically, then it was you. Didn't remember if you had help or not. So I didn't want to like faultily take credit from the rest of your team and assign it to you. But yeah, so if you know your shit in Unreal, like you can do a lot of cool shit. I will not be there, and that's okay. But there's a lot of options that most people don't really consider. Yeah, he sounds awesome. I'm trying to think what is next now. I think I might need to figure out actually how I want to do my spawning system so I can figure out where do I put my spawning logic. Because, Grant, when we were sitting with our stuff, was it in the data asset you put the visual scripting stuff? Or did you put that somewhere else? The actual, like, spaghetti. um, the visual scripting itself, like the function and stuff. Where do I only see a details tab. How do I get to, like, the whole thing? Where do I go for visual scripting? It seemed so obvious when you were doing it, and now I'm just like, well, about that. Oh, did that only work because you made it in blueprints? Okay. I was worried about that. So I'm trying to think what would make sense then. Oh, I wish I remember what we did in that course. Maybe I can look it up. Oh, I got my fast mode drop. I probably had that. Oh yeah, an hour ago. I can close that. Okay. Here. No, that's fine. I was also thinking of, I'm just gonna quickly check. Feel free to focus still on your thing. To be fair, this was course, I think was only visual scripting. I wanted to remember exactly how we did the spawn logic in this course. Because I don't remember if it's like in the game mode or if it's somewhere else. Here, spawning AI characters. Yeah, maybe we can do that. We can look at that later this week. See, I'm trying to remind myself of how they taught me spawning. But that was specifically a visual scripting course, so there might be better ways to do it. Maybe I don't need them that high. This is stupidly perfectionist shit. There. Okay, so it is in the game mode that he does it. I had a feeling it was going to be something like that. Oh. Because it also kind of makes sense that you would do that inside. This might be something that would make sense to put in because we do have, yeah, we have game mode here, but I haven't done anything with it. Can remove that again. So it might be something. All right, no, I did this right. I started my behavior tree in here. I forgot that I already did this, but yeah, this might be. I don't know if I'll do it by C++ yet or not. Thank you. I'm glad you like the music. I'll be honest, this is a radio that I'm listening to, and not something that I've pre-curated. But there's so much good stuff on here that I very often end up just adding them to my own playlist as well. Which reminds me, I don't think I saved the Hunt Showdown one earlier. I should finish doing that. But this is like my favorite way to discover new tracks. Because this radio is super solid. Music, OC remix, here. Oh, it's a Kirby song. I didn't recognize it, but it's good. Okay. Oh shit! Oh shit! Everkindle Studio, welcome on in. Thanks so much for the raid. What were you up to today? Oh my god, I can't. I'm trying to type out a shout out. But welcome all in. In case it's your first time here, hi, my name is Tali. I usually do retro and horror games, but on Mondays I've started game dubbing. because I'm trying to learn game dev. And I figured the best way to keep myself accountable and not immediately stop doing something, because I have a tendency to do that, I'll stream it. That way you all can hold me accountable for whether I make progress or not. But I see that you also did game dev. What were you doing? You're also in UE5? What are you working out? I want to hear about your project. Tell me all about it. I'm gonna peep your profile now. Doing level blockouts. That was today. Okay. What kind of game? I see you're playing Factorio as well. Oh, you recently did audio? I want to hear about your game. Tell me about your game. Plug yourself. Technical environment artist and a solo developer. Let's go. Yeah, let me drop a follow. I want to know more Unreal devs that I can hang out with on Twitch. How much time do you have? Well, I should be wrapping up stream in roughly 20 minutes. So, can we do it in 15? No, I mean, maybe not 15 minutes, but give me elevator pitch, and then I'll probably have follow-up questions, and it'll probably still take like an hour. But I want to know about your game. I'll be happy to tell you about mine in return, but now I want to know about you. Alright. But yeah, I dropped you a follow. I would love to hear more about your game. Chat, if you want more Unreal devs to follow as well, there's one right there. But yeah, so for me, just a quick, I guess, on my side, what I'm working on. I'm very new. I've only just been starting to learn UE5 and game dev in general. So I worked in marketing for years, but I was made redundant earlier this year. So now I'm in QA, but I want to have a more like game development focused career. So right now I'm trying to kind of figure out, well, what discipline do I kind of like and want to learn more about? And I'm making my own game because what better way to learn? So this game kind of originated when, well, I was made redundant. And one question that kind of came up was like, but what if money was not an obstacle? What would you want to do? And that's what I'm making a game about, because what I would want to do is to run a dog cafe / dog bakery, collaborating with a local shelter to have dogs that need a forever home come in, get some enrichment in a cafe, meet people, and then, you know, if there's a good fit, they can adopt it and take the dog home. So that's what I'm making a game about. You're making a horror game. Oh my god. I need, where is there a Steam page yet? I'm so into that already. Cause like I mentioned, I usually do a lot of horror games. And there's a horror game in a cabin in the Scandinavian forest. You probably can't tell from my accent because it doesn't sound very much like a Scandinavian, but I'm Norwegian, so like I'm hooked. I need to play this. Although our family cabin is like a summer location. It was not really a winter one. And that is fair. I also don't have a Steam page yet for my game. We're also very, very early. But that sounds awesome. I need to how do I stay in touch and hear more about your game? Is it just follow your stream, come by and see how it's going? Oh my god, you're a Scandinavian too? I live in Sweden. I am not Swedish, but I live in Sweden. Nice. Nice. Well, it's great to meet you. Welcome on in. I'm very excited to keep tabs on what you're doing and how your game shapes up. But yeah, right now, yep, correct. But yeah, right now I've just learned about data assets today. So we've set these up. And I'm currently trying to figure out where, if I want to spawn, because my goal right now is to try and spawn these are supposed to be customers. With randomized like meshes and clothing each time they spawn. Honestly, Yofer, you're right. It should have been triggered. I'll trigger it. But every time they spawn, they should have like randomized, like gender, body type, you know, the usuals. So we've set up a lot of tags, and I made like my little map of some options here, but I need to figure out where do I put the logic for actually spawning them. I've landed in probably game mode, because I do have a game mode asset, but I need to figure out if it's I do it with C++, visual scripting, bit of both. That's kind of where I am. Oh, and I also just realized, hang on. We also have bingo if you're new here. So if you want to use the bingo extension, I need to remember. Oh, that might has already been triggered. Game Freak's on top of it. Thank you, Game Freak. But yeah, also for the Raiders, for you as well, Everkindle. Or do you have a different name you would prefer for me to call you by? Or not your studio name? Hero, congrats on bingo. But yeah, if you need to like raid and run, don't worry. Go take care of yourself. It's getting late, which is why I'm not streaming much later myself either. But you know, go do self-care, take care of yourselves, have a drink, have a snack, stretch your legs, get ready for bed. And we'll be here another time, hopefully. If you're free to come hang out with us. I can't cut a game which would kill me, but I can absolutely curb stomp any server-side backend any of you could make. That is probably true, Silence. Yeah, Everkindle is fine? Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm a bit of both as well. And I'm still learning both. So there's not a lot in here yet. But, well, we're getting there. We're figuring it out. So far, I can actually hit play. This is what we've done so far. I've given them animations. Did they glow? There's some kind of glowing going on. Oh, for a second I thought her waiting had fixed. Okay. But yeah, no, they can walk. And they know to actually walk in here and wait. I'm not actually built, like, the queue yet. They're supposed to come in here and get in line. Not built that yet. You're playing Balatro while listening in the background. Nice! Do you have a, what is it called? Cavendish? The banana? It's wild that a game made in Lua was actually a Game of the Year contender. That is kind of wild. But yeah, so we don't have a lot of functionality yet. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But I'm gonna go back to, I was watching a video on spawning logic. So apologies, but I'm gonna go back to my video. Ooh! I see Yofro wants another event. Thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome on in. I did forget to mention that we do have anonymous followers, so you don't have to get outed if you don't want to and chat when you follow. But it is appreciated. Oh my god, the double master ball. Holy. Hey, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. Yeah, go take care of yourself. You've had a stream for, I think it said 3 hours. Stretch your legs, do some self-care, and hopefully I get to catch you again soon. I mean, congrats on the catch though, Yofro, but damn. Damn, the fucking master ball race. Alright, there we go, I got it. Is there anything else that we missed? I don't think so. T-Bo's been in puppy cam all day. He's either abandoned me or he's been on lap. There's been no in between.
Hydrate before you dehydrate, homies.
More hydration. I forgot what the other one was called. I don't know why I forgot what the other one was called, but I did. Alright, Gross Michelle, that's the one. I remember we played Balatro and we learned all about banana lore. Okay, no, not this. This is not where I was. I was in this tab. Nope. I almost hit a button, I think, on accident. Yofro! Oh shit, hang on, there's a bunch of bingos. Game Freak and Yofro. Congrats on bingo. Damn. And yeah, I already called the legendary one, I think. I think I beat Game Freak to it. Alright,
So Shammy Toaster wants to hear a joke, huh? I've got this disease where I can't stop making airport puns. The doctor says it's terminal.
Yeah, that's awful. Boo. Boo. I forgot that when I was doing this part of the course, it was talking about like UI stuff, which I haven't even touched UI stuff for this yet. Oh shit, a vote! Shammy's coming for that bingo too. What's the scoring looking like for this month anyway? How are you ahead again, Game Freak? I thought for sure opening this up that Kak was gonna be higher. Didn't he get first like twice? Hang on. It's 2 bingos. I guess it's because you guys have had more bingos in total. Alright, Shammy wants 13 voted. We need more bingo people. Need more bingo people. Yeah, that's how it's oh. Oh. Do we get to see? I think this one will have confetti as well. Wait. What happened, Shammy? Oh, did it not win? Oh no! I didn't actually catch what won. Silent with the sabotage. Absolutely wild. I was just checking. Yeah, we had the pay to win checked. I figured we would, but you know, I'm realizing now that it didn't BRB, but that's fine. We should be wrapping up shortly anyway. I don't think I'm gonna call this one because I feel like this one has definitely happened. That's crazy though. 2 people each voted for the different ones. We've apparently not had a shiny today. Oh shit, another vote? Another vote? You rigging this? You rigging this? Let me snooze. It wants to play an ad soon. I think we should wrap up. I can continue to look at this. I've hit a bit of a halt where I kind of need to like look at stuff, and it's not going to be the most interesting watch anyway. So I think we're approaching a good place to stop for today. But we got decent amount of stuff done. I was worried that my Monday brain was gonna completely stop us, but we've made our first data asset. We have made a little tag group. We got some maps going on. And yeah, the rest we'll have to work out now exactly how to do spawning. I'll see if I can figure that out by next time. And then maybe we can actually have them spawn and not just exist like this, because this is not a very good solution, actually. It's just a temporary one that I had for like testing if their animations and stuff played correctly when I was doing that. Alright, let's see. How does it go with your bingos? Why are you trying to get so many bingos? Just full on sabotage. There are no votes yet? It's a Bloodborne song, apparently. Or a Bloodborne track. Let me get this up I'll need this in a bit. This one says no votes. Can I? Oh god. There's the refresh button. Oh, there we go. There they are. 5 votes. Although there's a tie, so these. Oh no! Silent, why would you do that to Shammy? I can't believe that happened. How many bingos did you get, Silent? That's crazy. Yeah, I know. Here I thought it was gonna be. Oh shit! I saw the Betties. I didn't see exactly for what. Oh, there we go. You got an extra card. We've not had any technical issues. Oh, not for the stream at least today, no. It's been smooth. We just had code compiling issues, but we've we put that one in already. Is there anything we could have forgotten? Yeah, I'm gonna make sure Hero has time to check his new board if there's any bingos or anything he can do with it. No, he wasn't. He's been either on my lap or I don't know where he went when I put him on the floor earlier. We can try and bait him in there. Pain. Oh no, is that another one you would need?
Hydrate before you dehydrate, homies.
Alright, thank you for the hydrate. He's become such a lopdog after Qui-Gon passed. Like, it's crazy. Alright, let's see what happens if I put him on the floor, okay? We do not have the leader, but I think we're slowly approaching it. Alright. Tebow's on the floor. Let's see where he goes. I'm gonna try and not influence him. I don't think he's going for the bed. Sen! Congrats on bingo! That means, hang on. I'm getting ready to wrap up, but I'm giving people a last chance for bingo. Founder! Did that one help you, Shammy? Where did he go? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Confused. Puppy disappearance. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Don't think that's gonna happen. 53. Oh, could happen, but a tricky one to make happen. 39. Oh. Oh, okay. Silence just hogging all of the bingos. I'm trying to see if he, like, can go to bed. He's kind of just standing behind me, like, why did you put me on the floor? Yeah, he's done that before, Shammy. I don't know if you remember or not. I don't know if you were here now, but he's done that before. Yeah, I'm trying to see if he goes over. He's kind of just standing behind me, looking at me now. Oh, okay, he's leaving. Oh, no. I think he went for the couch where Aish is. No, puppy cam. Yep. He's not, it's not giving Shammy anything. He absolutely knew. That is true. He was visible. I mean, do we count it? Do we count it? Because technically, the phrasing that I have, of course, Shammy says yes. Silence says no because of course. Do we put up an actual poll? We can do an actual poll. That is true. 4 people said they saw him on the correct camera. Because I did hold him up here earlier too, but this isn't puppy cam. Down there is puppy cam. If it's visible in that one, must be the European air. I don't think Shammy and Game Freak are getting a lot of European air or Eurofro. So if it's a European air that makes you hallucinate, I feel like 3 out of 4 here should not be hallucinating. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna count it, and then we can wrap it up. Now you can say rigged. He was on puppy cam. Oh, you mean the air is making mirages? Now you can say it's rigged. Congrats on bingo, Shammy. But yeah, Hero, did you get anything from your second card? Did you get to check it? Otherwise, we can wrap on up here. I hope you got some value for it, though. But yeah, that is gonna be the end of the stream. I know, rigged like an 18-wheeler. Correct. Oh no, which one do you need, Hero? Sending Dan Clancy an email with some bikini pics attached. Wait, but bikinis are allowed though, I'm pretty sure. So conshamulations is both lovely and cursed at the same time. 5 and 30. Oh man. God, I think 5 happened yesterday. Yeah, if we had 5 happen yesterday. So it's not gonna happen. What was 30? Oh no. Someone buy. There's no one who's gonna buy merch right now, I think. Oh, you mean for bribery? I see. Yeah, I don't think we can rig that one. Unless we do like one more vote. You could do one more last second vote. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do a vote. I'm gonna look for a raid target. While you've been here, thank you all so much for hanging out with me on a Monday night with the case of the Monday brains. We managed to make some progress. Extra shout out to Graham for helping me out. I am gonna look for a raid target, but before I go, I am gonna be back on Thursday. We're gonna be continuing Dark Souls. We made okay progress the first time around. I've learned a lot about parrying, and it's funnily enough, the parrying helped me a lot when I was playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag this weekend too, because suddenly I'm a parrying god in that game. So who would have guessed that would help? But we're gonna do even more of that on Thursday, so we'd love to see you back then. And yeah, bow bristles, exactly. But yeah, let me see who else is live. Would I be lucky enough to find another UE5 deb? That is the question, isn't it? Because I do like the oh!
Is that a bever?
Names, thank you so much for 5 months. Right at the tail end. Oh wait, I didn't know that there's swords that let you parry red attacks. That sounds easy mode. Okay, let's see, who is doing... Can I add Unreal Engine as a tag? Oh, that removed a lot. I mean, we could go... I mean, we've said hi to him before, but he's a Stevie friend, and he does friend slop. So... Nah, you're all good. I hope you had a good day at work, though. Thanks so much for stopping by.